Hello, I'm Jackie, and welcome to my couch.
I hope they don't take fighting out of hockey. I mean, not that I want fighting constantly, but it's just
It's
a
still
part
part of
of
the
the
game.
hockey.
You know what?
It's gone
What,
down way
what,
much.
what they're gonna, what's happened is the enforcer has left.
Yeah.
And now it's
Yeah,
now the guys fight themselves.
Yeah.
Like you don't have the guys.
That's why
who
it's
go,
not as
"Oh,
much.
no, I don't mind. Listen, but what's good is you still have that tough player,
but the
which
stick
is
work,
nice.
the stick work has gotten crazier. There's more spearing. There's more high stakes.
Well,
Shit
I
that
mean, I
they
don't-
would keep down because you knew you're gonna get the shit.
I
knocked out
think
of you.
well, yeah, because you
You
don't have
do
that
that.
guy
Yeah.
policing you.
There is nobody
But
to
that's
do
why
that.
they can't get rid of it. They can't get rid of it totally. You still have your guys like
Yeah,
Matt
like-
Martin
like
that could
why
play,
can't you
but
get
he
rid of
could
it?
fight. Huh?
Why can't you get rid of it? Because no
The
other
only
sport
way-
allows players to scrum
Yeah,
off and fight to keep
But the
them from
only
doing
way
it.
you're gonna get rid of it, the only way you're
I
gonna,
wish-
you know what though? No
That's
other
what I'm saying.
no other team is playing with a weapon like a stick, which is maybe why. The only way you're gonna get rid of it is that if you hit a guy with a stick, you suspend it for the year. Or more. No pay. It's gotta be, not a
No,
5-day
because
suspension.
Because then it's gonna be, was it intentional? Was it
Yeah,
not?
but that's the
and
point.
honestly-
That's why you
and-
can't
But
get rid of fighting.
how
You
many
need
guys
that
have assaulted
policing.
somebody with a stick?
And in hockey, for
What?
the most part, it
Well,
actually is.
Part
There
of
wasn't purpose.
It is.
Right.
I mean, hockey
you'll
is-
see shit that happens and we like, oh,
The
fuck.
point was, so you had that guy, so the other team didn't fucking run over you
And
and
if
just
you-
keep giving you.
And you get
cheap
most
shots.
of your enforcers. Most of your enforcers that are true enforcers aren't the dirty players. It's you guys like Matt Cooks, Sean Avery, scumbag players that you need those enforcers for because they're not gonna fight.
Sean
They're gonna
Avery's
do a
great.
scumbag move.
Who else is gonna jump in front of the goaltender and go like this?
Yeah, he's a
Greatest
scumbag.
move of all time.
You need guys like that because those guys go away. If you don't need someone to combat those guys, then I'm gonna fill a roster of 20 guys who can all play. I'm gonna roll 4 lines of guys with
Oh
skill.
yeah, yeah. But
So,
it's also hard
the
to get
argument-
those 4 lines.
But the
and
argument is,
pay
if
them.
you remove that from the game, then all you're gonna have are guys who have two-way skill. You're not gonna have a guy who all he does is bruise
Well,
people, run goalies.
I don't think many
but
teams
you
have that
also,
anymore.
but you always
They don't
need.
have that one guy that only fights.
No,
That one
you
guy.
don't. You don't. You
There
don't.
might be
The-
2 or 3
The
left in the
Islanders
league.
have what's his name?
Who cares? Nobody likes
my
the
brain
Islanders.
man. What's his name?
The only guy left in the league I know who does nothing to
You
fight
can't
is
even
John
name
Scott.
anybody on the
I
Islanders.
don't think he's on
He's
the
not even
Islanders.
playing. No, what's his name?
Mick Vukota?
Bolton. Bolton. And he's
Clark
the
Gillies.
Islanders
Michael
signed him.
Bolton?
The Islanders, yeah, he's singing. No, Bolton. They signed him, but he doesn't even play. He doesn't play.
Right.
You need like Matt Martin. Matt Martin's a player. He's a good 4th liner, and you need that line that's not scoring all the time. You need that line that's going to slow down that scoring line. You need that
It's called the
defensive
fourth
line.
line.
But
You
there's
know
not
what I
enough
mean?
talent for everybody
Huh?
to have 4 great lines.
Well, 4
That's
great
why you
lines.
have your 1, your 2.
Yeah, but
and the
4
great
great
teams
lines.
have 3.
4 great lines are you have your scoring ones, and then you have your 3rd line is usually your defensive line.
If
your
you
4th
have
line is
if
your
you have
second line.
anybody on your team
And that's
that's
a good
able to
4
fight,
lines. All 4 lines is not being 4 lines that are great and rolling
You just
4
hope
great
your
lines
4th line
does not
doesn't
mean
give up a goal while
yeah,
on the ice.
but the thing is, having 4 great lines does not mean all 4 lines can score 30
No.
fucking goals a game. It means that 4th line is responsible for like throwing checks, keeping the 1st line in check. The
By
3rd
checks, you
line
mean Czechoslovakians.
is like your defensive one, and your first 2 lines are your scoring lines.
Yeah.
That's how it's pretty much always been.
And you're
You know
an
what I
Islander
mean?
fan, how's
just
that work?
like just like your 6 teams. I mean, you
How many lines do the Islanders have?
none.
Oh!
None. The Islanders suck. The Islanders can have. The Islanders can have every.
That's all I wanted to get out of here.
The
Says the Islanders
The
fan.
Islanders could have the greatest fucking players from every team on that. They could have an all-star team. They will not make it to the cup because they have Capuano as a coach. That guy cannot coach for shit.
What I will say as a Penguins fan, the Islanders can bring back all the guys from the '80s team play now, and they
They
would
will
still
not.
take Pittsburgh to 7 games in the playoffs.
Probably.
I have no idea what it is about that franchise, but whenever Pittsburgh
It's
goes
not
down there,
Capuano.
like, I can't believe this shit.
It's not Capuano.
Every time.
Cappy.
That fucking guy. I'm telling you, man. They're not going to win anything with him as a coach. Bring in Mike Keenan. No, they're not. They're not going to fucking win anything.
Do you think there's a scoring problem in hockey?
That obviously.
Because
No,
some
there
games
is
are 5
scoring.
nothing, some
Yeah,
games are 1-1.
No, but you know what the problem is?
But then
the
when they
scoring.
start fucking with that, that's when all the rules start changing.
Yeah.
Like with football, they want more scoring. Now you can't touch the wide receivers, you can't touch the quarterback, you
What is-
can't do this, you can't do that. I don't want to watch a 45, 47 game.
I don't want to
The
see the
thing
penalties
is,
going left and
the
right.
true fans appreciate the game and appreciate appreciate good defense.
I
on
appreciate
any
defense.
fucking, on
It's so
any
bad,
sport.
it's really
And on
bad.
top of that,
I can't look.
Well, being a
The
Jet fan, we
offense-
never have offense, so I've learned to like defense.
Offense puts asses in the seat,
It's
but
so bad,
defense
but
wins
I have to
champions
watch 'cause
in
I
any
know who
sport.
the killer is,
All right,
so
and
I'm
now
not-
when you look at it
You don't
too,
get an argument
in
with me.
hockey,
Or
It's the same thing with pitching in
if you
baseball.
noticed in
I was
hockey,
watching
the
it.
goalies are getting bigger.
Jamie Lee
The
Curtis.
goalies are like
yeah.
a lot of your goalies are like 6'4". A small
6'4",
goalie
Ben
now.
Bishop 6'7".
Yeah, a lot of your goalies now that are considered small were considered huge back then. They're like a small goalie's like 6'1".
Plus the size of the
That's a
pads
small
now.
goalie. Yeah,
Half these
no,
goals
they
don't have
shrunk
to
them.
move.
They shrunk the
Remember,
fucking
remember,
pads.
remember when
The
Guts
goalies got smaller.
remember when
Guys
Guts
got
was the
smaller.
goalie?
Yeah.
He looked like he was wearing pillows
Yeah.
on every
yeah.
freaking part.
Yeah, it's everything. But
And then-
now they
and then-
shrunk
and then
the
they were like-
pads.
They do
They were
that.
like, hey, stop doing that. You look like you should be a GM.
Yeah. Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh God.
And they made him GM.
Charles.
Make the net a little
I'm a
bigger.
Ranger fan. No, I'm kidding.
I don't want to
Yeah.
flip. They already took out the lines. They made it.
Well, that's the thing.
You know,
like,
I would
they
like to see
try-
get rid of
Take out the lines
I
is
don't
good.
get rid of the trapezoid. The trapezoid was created
Oh,
because
yeah, no, I
we got
hate
tired
it.
of watching the New Jersey Devils in the
But
90s
doesn't
play
it
the
make you
trap
feel
game
awesome?
and have
Exactly.
Caldor do everything.
But doesn't it make you feel
Let
smart
the
saying
goalie-
trapezoid?
You think I have to resort to saying trapezoid?
Why
to feel
can't
smart?
the
Show
why
him a
can't
real
the
word,
goalie-
Tom.
let
Tell
the
him a real
goalie-
word.
Let the goalie go out and play the
Rhombus?
fucking puck. Let him be. You know what? If he goes out and plays the
That was
puck,
my nephew,
he's the
although-
sixth man. You're allowed to check him. That'll keep your goalie in. That'll keep your goalie in. I hate that they get a penalty for going to play the puck. That was a really good part of the game, watching a really good goalie being able to go in the back and handle the puck.
Oh, yeah.
And guess what? If he fucks up, like DiPietro used to all the time,
Patrick Roy was
you get. That's the thing.
him and Brodeur.
Picture Patrick
Were
Roy
great-
and
were great
Brodeur
at doing
or
that.
Hextall. These guys that
I don't like that. I didn't like
That
that role
really-
because my goalies always sucked at doing
I know,
that.
but imagine like those three goalies being able to use the
Oh!
stick, and now they can't because this fucking game, this rule is in effect, and now you can't see something that's an additional element of the game. And guess what? That can help scoring because these guys are able to push
With
the
the
puck
breakout
up.
pass.
And not only that, they got rid of the red lines, so with the goalie being able to pass the puck forward, maybe and
Notice-
if they screw up,
Like I
more
said,
goals
because
to go
what
with.
happened is they found out there were about 3 goalies that were actually good at controlling the puck. and the rest suck balls.
Yeah, but
So let's get rid of that and
That
not have the
would be
embarrassment. The embarrassment of Henrik Lundqvist,
Fit better.
who was a prime goalie. Going out every time
I
you see
don't
him
wanna
leaving the
see
net,
him
you're like,
touch the
no,
puck.
no, you get back, you get back.
Yeah.
We already established I'm a Penguins fan. Marc-Andre Fleury comes out of the net way too much for me. If you take the trapezoid out, I'd be a paranoid wreck whenever
Yeah.
I catch those games on TV.
Well, Halak's terrible at it too, man.
Just
Yeah,
the fact that
yeah,
no one
yeah,
seen
yeah,
Marc-Andre
yeah.
Fleury without
But
touching
that's
the
the
ball.
thing. Why take
Like,
then take that fucking thing away? It's awesome. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying run the
They're trying to do whatever they
Give
can
him a check.
to get
He's
more
out. Give him a
offense in the
check.
game.
I don't know if you need to
They're
worry
trying
about
to do whatever they can to make more.
Yeah, but
to
it
make
no,
takes
more
away
I,
from the
offense.
game.
I see Lundqvist right there. I see him getting run into all the time.
And not for nothing.
And
too.
there is
The
nobody
penalties are like
to
too much now. Where if
beat
the
up
stick
anybody.
just touches,
Well, look what happened in the
there's a
playoffs with the
penalty.
Kings.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
They got fucking demolished 4 games.
Well,
Yeah.
you look at, I mean, baseball's a different animal, but the 3 sports that play a real offense on defense, live ball, basketball,
Yeah,
football
hockey.
to an extent, and hockey,
Yeah.
the rules to play defense have changed so much.
You can't do anything.
Yeah,
There's like,
football.
everyone's talking about how,
Fucking ridiculous.
If LeBron played
I was
back
gonna say, what the hell's his
when
name?
Jordan played,
Nope. Yep.
he would get killed. Just like he would get
Right.
swatted, he would get
Like, they're
killed.
making this big deal that LeBron
Jordan
was the
who?
fastest 25,000 points.
Jordan who? I'm not familiar.
Guy,
A lot
he was
different
playing
than it was
Chicago or
now.
something.
Well, that's,
I would love to see him get those points against the Knicks
He
teams.
was
that were
alright.
back
but
then.
that's the point I'm making, right? Like, they made a whole big thing that LeBron was the youngest guy to ever reach 25,000 points in a career.
Yeah.
But he made it in an entire career where there's no hand checking.
Yep.
You're allowed 4
He
steps. to
never
the
had
basket.
a-
Oh!
He never had to drive the lane against Charles Oakley. He never
That's
had to
what
go
I'm
against
saying.
Charles
He
Oakley.
never had to drive against Charles Oakley. He never had to
Barkley.
drive against Bill Laimbeer. Never had to drive against Barkley.
Yep.
Because if he did, he wouldn't be
That
driving.
whole
he
Knicks
never-
team,
Yeah.
Mason and all those guys, they would have.
He never picked up the ball on the point when Gary Payton showed up on him and like slapping his hips.
Watch
Exactly.
this shit. Watch this shit.
I'm in the middle of something.
I don't give a fuck.
I mean, yeah. I mean, that's what I'm saying. That's like.
No one ever had control of anything. It was like,
That's why.
But that's why I like hockey though. The
You
more
can't
they're trying to
compare
make
that
it
far back.
offensively, It's like the defenses are figuring out, and the goalies are figuring out a way to keep it
But
still.
it's the same thing too with football.
Yeah.
They keep talking about all these wide receivers.
Yeah.
Like, oh, Jerry Rice.
Oh, yeah, no, bullshit.
Jerry Rice was mugged.
Yep.
They would hold him for the
back
first
then?
20
It
yards.
would grab you by the
Yeah.
shirt. It would smash you.
They
the
throw it on the
face, come
floor.
through.
Yep.
Don't
And I
tell me
forgot.
nowadays.
Now you can't touch him after a
back
yard.
then-
Don't touch the
That guy
back.
had a fight for every catch.
And I don't.
And they would kill you coming over the
And I'm
middle.
not
Oh,
saying,
man.
and I'm not saying anything to
Head
take
hunter.
away from the career Tom Brady's had and the career Peyton Manning's had, but they had 40,000 yards when defenses couldn't touch guys.
Right.
Yep.
You put Joe Montana, you put Dan Marino
Yep.
in today's NFL, and they're going to hit 50,000
Yep.
yards.
Oh yeah. There's
Remember
a lot
when-
of quarterbacks.
remember when you
Even
weren't allowed
Boomer
to touch
Esiason,
guys?
man. Boomer
No,
Esiason was in
Shit,
the NFL.
O'Brien would have had
Yeah.
40,000
Yep.
yards if
Yep.
nobody could, if nobody had to touch him.
Yep.
And 20,000 for the other team running it back.
Yeah.
But I'd seen a pair
Yeah.
of that.
He's still seeing people coming on.
But that's true, man. Now, fucking, if Montana was in it now, forget it. He would be like,
But all this, a lot of these
they would be
started
talking about
with Tom
Brady. Huh?
A lot
Oh
of these
yeah,
rules
of course. Of
started
course.
because of Tom
Johnny
Brady.
Uggs. Yeah,
You know,
because they
no-
baby the fucking guy.
Don't touch anywhere. If you hit him in the knee now, if you hit him here.
Johnny Uggs.
Yeah, because he wears his
Well,
Uggs.
it's not even so much that, but it goes back to kind of what we were talking about with the DH. It's a money thing. If I'm going to
Yep.
pay this guy
Yep.
$30 million,
I don't want him getting hurt.
quarterback is the
Yeah.
most unique position in
Yeah.
all the sports.
Yeah, you're protecting an investment.
I'm not spending. I paid him $30 million. I'm not letting your $7 million guy who's going to not be in the league in 3 years ruin a season
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
you landed on his name.
Yeah, but like you remember that whole game with the Raiders and the snow game. And
Tuck
that
rule.
the whole fucking thing changed.
Oh, the
because
tuck
of that,
rule.
man.
What is
The
she doing
Raiders
over
should have
there?
been in the Super Bowl that year.
I don't know what.
Are you
Oh, what the hell's going on over
Are
here?
you being mocking?
You
Now you guys gotta go. Now you guys
You're
gotta
ruining
go.
our
Serve
shoot.
beer.
After I get a beer, you guys gotta go.
Yeah. You're not allowed to talk.
That
Unless
we're
it's
taking
yes,
it.
sir.
Every time someone of you asks for a beer.
It really does smell like farts over here, though, by the way.
Funny that you're on the side with all the men.
I didn't fart. You probably farted and didn't even know. You're probably just wafting it into your
What are
own.
you trying to say about my age?
If I farted, I would have giggled.
I know. I lay claim to
Please
that.
don't fart into my
Listen,
bed.
Lippicox, that's where I live.
I don't know.
I like big butts.
I like defense.
You can't.
I can't lie.
Low scoring, tightly played games
I like
are
them.
exciting to me. I don't
Thank
need
you,
to see
same
a
here.
ton of runs. I don't need
I
to
want to
see
see
a ton
You know
of
why?
defense. I want to see
scores.
great defense. I want to
Because
see
you
great
appreciate the
pitching.
game. You're not that stupid fucking.
You're the
person that
greatest
just
person
goes
ever.
And
This is
pays to
true.
go. You just go.
I want to see every game being. I want to see every game 12 to nothing
35 to 30.
Every game.
in every sport.
Just like that Giant game.
Every
That
sport.
was a horror
That'd
show.
probably be
Soccer.
Whether they
12
won or
nothing.
lost, it's a horror show.
tennis,
Who the fuck
12
wants to see
nothing.
that? You know what I mean?
badminton.
12
I appreciate
Chess.
great defensive games, man.
Uh,
You know, I love
King me.
Some of the best
The
games.
Devils are the ones that changed the whole thing with with hockey.
Some of the most entertaining. I won't say exciting, but some of the most entertaining games to me to watch as a baseball fan were the 1990 teams of the Braves. Greg Maddux would go 9 innings, throw 90 pitches. The game
And then
took
lose the
2
World
hours.
Series.
It was 2-0 at the end, and it was
Yeah.
still like, I can't believe he's doing this.
They don't, well, one, they don't want any more 2-hour games because they'll lose.
And the
out
best
on
was
commercials.
how no fans show up for
Yeah.
anything until they made the World Series.
Well, they got spoiled.
Well, they did win the
They got
division
swilled
16 years in a
immediately.
row.
Yeah.
They got spoiled like 2 years into that whole thing.
Yeah. The Mets
That
play
was
their cards right. They can have a
ridiculous. That
pitching
was
staff like that too.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
But
Not for nothing. I think if the Mets play their cards right, I think the staff the Mets have would be. They don't have a Maddox. They don't. I don't know if they have.
What about the staff I have right now?
I don't know.
I have a staph infection.
I don't know if they have. I don't know if they have 2 Hall of Famers on the roster necessarily.
I don't know if you can see this,
But I would say.
I don't know if you can see this, but there you go.
Can I zoom? Can I
Check,
zoom?
please.
You're gonna need to
You would have
read
to.
this.
You would have to. You would
Could you,
have
could
to.
you spread?
Do they have,
Do the man spread again. Dan.
do you have telescope?
No,
Do the man spread.
no, I'm shy.
And he's blushing too.
I would say.
Fucking virgins.
Tease.
I think the Mets staff overall is probably the potential to be better than that Braves staff.
But they have
From
no hitter.
from 1 to 5, yes. Because back in the day, they had their top 3. They had a good closer. 4 and 5 were good.
There's a lot
They never
of
had a top
That they
closer.
need a Roscoe again.
Oh my God, Chubby Chubskins. Yeah. He was shaped like me, but he could
Did you
pitch.
call me that?
He was like
yeah.
twice as tall.
Yeah.
He was like 6'2".
Everybody's twice as tall.
He was twice as
Says the
tall.
guy that's 6'2". I don't even like this anymore. How tall are you?
He was twice as tall as a single man.
I'm just about 6'2".
Bragger. Fucking a foot taller than me. Video's over. That's it.